Hello, my lovely YouTube friends. I hope you're doing well today. I talked about this story a couple of weeks ago, and I talked about the danger that Prince Harry is putting himself in, his family. He's causing a lot of problems. And in addition to the problems that he is causing, it's really putting a bad name out there for us as Americans. I think it's making us not look so good. And it even goes further to making us black women not look good. I'm embarrassed by this behavior of Harry. I think he is doing things for selfish reasons, and he's not really looking at the serious consequences of his actions. And let's just keep it real. This all comes down to a woman of mixed race who is an actress that is trying to make her profile bigger, famous, more famous. It all comes down to her. It all comes down to Meghan Markle. She is the one behind her husband causing all of the problems that we see that Harry has caused for himself and for his fellow mates over in the military, for his family, the royals, and for the British people. Because now there are reports that the Taliban has responded to Harry's number count of men that he has killed and how he has referred to them as chess pieces. This is what I'm talking about. This gets down to the real serious consequences of a woman with ambition that has overlooked the serious consequences that are going to be coming her way. All we need to do is go back. We need to go back to April 26th, 2018, when Thomas Jr. Markle sent a letter to Prince Harry. He foreshadowed a lot of the things that we are seeing. And I will add to that now the consequences that I spoke about a couple of weeks ago, the real danger of Harry's consequences or Harry's actions. It comes down to Meghan and her drive for popularity and her narcissistic behavior to be famous and to heighten her profile, to be on this global world stage where everyone knows her name. You just look at her actions to know that this is all about a woman and her drive for celebrity and fame. She's behind her husband doing these things. And deductive reasoning can show you that it is her. And if you are against this, in which I speak about, then you don't know anything that has happened. You don't even follow it. If you support Meghan and what she is all about, from the little clips of her PR that you were like, oh yes, I like her, then you don't follow it closely enough to really understand it the way I understand it and so many other people. And I would also go as far as to say that you're not even cultured in international relations to even understand this, because you're just probably looking at this from the American side. If you are a supporter of this woman, you don't really understand the real consequences of what she has caused. First, I want to go back to what Thomas Jr. said in April of 2018. This is what Thomas Jr. says. It's not too late. Meghan Markle is obviously not the right woman for you. As more time passes to your royal wedding, it became very clear that this is the biggest mistake in royal wedding history. I'm confused why you don't see the real Meghan that the whole world now sees. Meghan's attempt to act the part of a princess like a below-sea average Hollywood actress is getting old. What kind of person starts out by using her own father until he is bankrupt, then forgets about him in Mexico, leaving him broke over mostly all her debts? And when it's time to pay him back, she forgets her own father like she never knew him. My father will never recover financially from paying Meghan's way, nor emotionally from disowning him. Meg is showing her true colors. It's very apparent that her tiny bit of Hollywood fame has gone to her head, changing her into a jaded, shallow, conceited woman that will make a joke of you and the royal family heritage. And that is exactly what she is doing. Thomas Jr. said it. So if he could have seen this way back then, when a lot of people didn't see that, a lot of people went real hard on Thomas for this, as the white crazy family of hers. Yeah, I heard black people saying that, the white crazy side of her family. But this was actually information that was a warning that has come true today. This information is exactly what we are seeing today. And I would even go so far as to say even worse than what Thomas Jr. predicted. Because now it has serious consequences that involve physical harm, threats to the lives of many people. Because of Meghan. Harry is responsible for his actions. He's doing what his wife has encouraged him to do, that she has put in his ear. Harry talks about how he sees his mother through Meghan. Meghan, it was 36 when she married Harry. 36 was the age of Harry's mother when she died. Meghan Markle is a continuation to Harry of his mother. So he sees now his mother, and her words and her actions are now being played through Meghan. And Meghan is the puppeteer behind all of this. And what Thomas Jr. said about her has come true. In real time, folks, it has come true. We're seeing it. So not to mention, to top it all off, that she doesn't invite her own family and instead invites complete strangers to the wedding. Who does that? You and the royal family should put an end to this fake fairy tale wedding before it is too late. Her own father didn't get an invite. Whom? He should be walking her down the aisle. She forgets, if it wasn't for my father, she would be bussing tables and babysitting to pay her old debt off. The whole world is watching Meg make bad decisions and choices. It's not too late, Harry. Meghan is still my sister. She is family. So whatever happens is up to her. Whether she wants to forget knowing me or the rest of her family, family comes first. Also, you would think that a royal wedding would bring a torn family closer together, but I guess we're all distant family to Meg. Sincerely, Thomas Markle Jr. And his words were right on point. And it has caused serious problems to a lot of people. And you can look at how Meghan has treated her family to know what kind of person she is. You know, the things that I tell the kids that I work with, show me your friends, and I will predict your future. If I see you behaving a certain way, hanging around certain kind of people, I know what kind of person you are. When you go to date a guy, look at how he treats his family to know what kind of man he is going to be towards you and your family. So these are things that people that are smart should have known. And people in the beginning should have never thought that this woman was all sincere in her fakeness, because we saw how she treated her own family. We saw who she invited to the wedding. She invited people to the wedding that she wanted to further relationships with, because she now wanted to pick up where she left off in Hollywood. It is so obvious to so many people now. And now the real danger is that Meghan has put a target on her head, on her children's head, on her husband's head, because of her salacious craving for celebrity and fame. She has now made the biggest mistake of her entire life.